Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Liz's Kitchen. Thanks for joining me today. I'm going to prepare steak with pepper, and it's buck pepper, so you can say pepper steak or steak with buck pepper. Let's get straight to this. Now, you all know we have all different buck pepper you can use. All right, so I'm using all the different colors to make it look more colorful, and also because I love different colors of buck pepper in my steak when I prepare them. Secondly, I'm also going to be using T-bone steak, and I'm going to be using these because they work better for me, and the taste, this texture after you prepare it, I just love it. So I'm just going to cut up the meat from the steak bone, and that's what I'm going to be using. All right, I'm also going to be using some different seasoning, which would be garlic powder, black pepper, Creole seasoning, seasoned salt, and also olive oil. And that's gonna be it. Also adding in a little bit of salt, and also you can throw in there some soy sauce. All right, let's get to this. All right, so the steak, to cut it, we're gonna be taking out the bones. All right, guys, and like I say, you can get any choice of steak you want, but this is just, I just love the flavor of this. And you can also put in the bones if you want it. But I just like to use the meat on this. That's it. Just see, take out the bones. All right, and I also cook the bones in like a soup. If I'm cooking a soup, pepper soup, I will put this in there. So I'm not gonna throw my bone away, trust me. Alrighty, and I have another one here. I'm going to take the bone off. Okay. Taking all the meat up and cut off the bone, okay? I always use the bone. I'm not going to throw them away. I'm going to use the bone for my soup, whatever I'm cooking it. So cut them off and freeze them. Save them for my soup days. All right, so, and let me show you one thing. You want to cut your steak one way. You can cut it down where you can cut it that way, straight down, and you want to slice them up this way. Okay, so this is how I'm going to cut it. Not too big, and I don't want it too small, and then it can disappear in food for me. So I need to be eating my meat. All right, so these are the chunks, and I'm going to cut them up, cut up my green pepper, and we will be back to continue this video. So I'll see you in a few minutes. All right, so I already cut off the meat and washed them. So now we're just gonna season them and start cooking. First, I have some garlic onions here and regular onions. I blended it, and I'm gonna put that in there to marinate my meat. It's a lot of onions, and of course, garlic. All right, so I'll put it in and marinate it. I'm also going to add in my seasoning, guys. So here we go. I'm going to throw it in my seasoned salt, all-purpose season. All right. also going to throw in some Creole seasoning. And you all know Creole seasoning is a little bit spicy. So put in a little bit. Adding my black pepper. And also the garlic. And we're going to stir this and put them into the pot. So I'll see you to the stove so we can put everything on the stove, okay? Stir them up. And we can go over to the stove and start cooking this meat up. All right? I will see you at the stove. We are turning the stove on. Okay, guys, so we're gonna put this into here. The meat in here. Remember, we stirred this all out, so we're gonna put it in there. And yep. So we just mix it up in the garlic with the onions that was blended. We also use that same water in the blender so we can marinate the meat and let it cook. Okay, so make sure your heat is on medium, not too high. Okay, not too high. Make sure it's on medium. And we're just gonna cover it up and let it marinate in the sauce. Give it 30 minutes. Yes, like 30 minutes. And we'll be back and continue this video. Okay, give it 30 minutes. All right, after 30 minutes, we are now checking on the beef or our steak to make sure this is how you want it to look. Yep, this is how you want your steak, so make sure you cover it up so you can have, there you go. All right, so now we're gonna add in a little bit of olive oil. A little bit of olive oil. Put a little bit of olive oil. Turn your heat a little bit down. Down a little bit. All right. With the olive oil, we're gonna add in some soy sauce. A little bit of soy sauce, okay? Put the soy sauce and stir it up. Okay, so after that, I'm gonna taste it to make sure I don't need any more seasoning. Adding a little bit more soy sauce. I didn't taste. So I'm adding in a little bit more soy sauce, okay? And then we're going to add on here our pepper, our black pepper, and add that on. Okay, I'm going to turn the heat down a little bit. You want it now, because I'm just really um, trying to get the vegetable to cook. Trying to cook the green pepper at the same time. Just make sure it's marinated into the sauce. So that's all we're doing right now. Yes, because you do have your meat. Your meat is cooked. You can always test your meat. If you're not sure, grab one from the pot and taste it. Make sure it's tender the way you want it. And then before you add your vegetables. So all we do now is waiting on our vegetable to cook. I don't want to cover it up because I don't want a soggy vegetable. I do like my vegetable a little bit chunky. I don't like it too soft. So at this point, I'm just going to let it steam up. And yeah, and we'll be ready to eat. And of course, we can always grab some rice and eat it with this, or you can just eat it up with the vegetable. You don't have to add anything to it. Okay, all we need to do is wait. All right, there you have it. My pepper steak, beef pepper steak, is all ready to go. I'm going to get my rice and get me some of this. But as you can see, this is how I like my pepper to cook. I don't like it too soft. And if your one is too soft, you can cover it up or you can let it continue to cook. But this is it for me. All right, thanks for watching today. And please subscribe to my video. And I will see you on the next video. All right, bye-bye.